kept breaking for me. 4 of them within like 10 minutes, and I just got frustrated and quit playing it. I will be going back to it at some point. I need to set the controls up on my joysticks again, but I'm totally wanting to go back and play and at least finish the roller coaster and the boat. Or a boat and the roller coaster. But I need to get my controls right on my joysticks. Plus, I need to practice a bit because it does make things easier, but at the same time, practice needs to happen. Does that make sense, chat? So, yeah. Definitely need to practice with them a little bit before streaming that again. So, yeah. Hope that makes sense, chat. Hope it makes sense. Update 1.8 messed up everything. Every update messes up everything. Like, legitimately, every update messes up everything. All right, I see the link that you just sent me. I'll check it out after stream. Thank you for that. I will check it out later. Yeah, check it out later for sure. But I appreciate it. All right, so we're not going to TED anymore. So we'll just pull the old, you know, unhook and sell our 3 tethers. All right, they're gone. I see the message. I will check it out after stream. Thank you for that, though. Very kind of you. Oh, there's grass there. How did I do that, chat?
That's what I was talking about earlier.
Well, I fixed the one corner last night, but somehow I messed up the other two. I must have been half asleep when I was planting that. In fact, I know I was.
Because at the end of one of the field, there's like a massive like turnaround.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, down there.
At the bottom.
Yeah, I did that. Oopsie. What is the destruction? Somebody drove out there. It was Farmer Nick. It happens. It was a serial killer.
You can also
stealing your joke, by the way. You're welcome. What?
You can get the swather header switch too. Yeah. Then drive those things up here.
Fresh avocado. Just bought the game. So excited. Awesome. Welcome to the Farm Sim community. If you have any questions, feel free to ask away. Just remember, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Only dumb people. I mean it actually. But feel free to ask away. Shirt? Want to? My sister said I need a shirt that says Toodles.
What?
And I was like, maybe a hat, you know?
Toodles.
Toodles.
Pie face.
Good afternoon. Welcome in. You don't put a pie face on a hat?
Toodles. Hey. Pie face.
Hey. $1 million idea.
Well, I don't know about that because the hats are embroidered and
I know. I wonder how the pie face would look embroidered.
Well, it's only one color.
Oh. I wouldn't look very good then.
No.
Alright, so this is what we're going to be using, chat, to mow. Well, this swap. We're going to be using something else to a different header. We do not play vanilla, no. We are 108 mods now, I believe. Modded map as well. But if you have questions, feel free. Spray it until it shows up or blows up in a can of straw. Wow.
All right.
And I don't know about like anybody else, but I absolutely just try not to use starting fluid ever. We just don't like to use it. I don't know if it's like a personal thing, but like I really try not to. We have a can of starting fluid. Let's put it this way. My grandpa bought it back in probably the early 90s. And it,
Farmer Nick.
Yeah, we haven't like emptied it yet. Plow vigorous pull. Wow. All right, or Farmer Nick, we'll catch you later. Feel better.
Would this lowboy work for hauling the swathers around?
Will the what work?
This trailer?
It could. I'll just send them up there. They can just drive. Yeah.
I think the trailer's too narrow.
What brand do we have this as? Case?
Case. The swathers case.
Yeah. They're like $150. Wow.
We're selling these headers too.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. Sell them right outright. Let's go with 3 of these for now. We'll buy another thing you do for. Where are they at? Morse. Case. GPS, sure. No plates. Your friend said, by the way, sorry, I'm juggling things, that the vanilla experience is not worth it. I would absolutely disagree with that. There is plenty of equipment in this game. There's plenty of things to do in this game. Vanilla, that I would say is completely fine to play. And actually, I encourage new people just to play it vanilla before adding mods. Learn the game, learn what to do, learn what equipment does what, then get mods later. Yeah. Planting some soybeans.
What's the thing with this header then? Not
what?
Header. Cedar.
So we put on the DB 120.
Okay.
And I was going to basically just test out and see if I liked the DB 120 before. Okay, bye Carson.
This way.
Before we made the switch. I'm not totally sold on the DB 120 yet. It likes to get all tippy, but it is nice because it has, it's a big cedar. It just doesn't have a lot of capacity. So. Oh. I got you. But no, I would say the vanilla experience is definitely worth it in this game. There you go, Vigorous Bull. Exactly. Exactly. I don't think you need mods in this game to have fun. Having said that, we have like 100, but you know. Not yet, Trent. No, technically, I think that one that we have is... That's not leased. He did buy it. Okay. So Left hooked me up with a cedar last night, but he didn't give me the refuge tank, so I don't have any capacity. But we'll... It's a nice cedar. I guess we'll probably end up switching, but I wasn't totally sure what we were going to do yet, but that's okay. Okay, so tomorrow we plant our canola, chat. So for today, we probably just need to get a fertilizer up there, right?
Probably.
Do some fertilizing? Okay. Sarge, I left that guy on auto drive in front of you. Hopefully he makes it.
Yeah, I got this one on auto too.
Okay. If he makes it, cool. If not, I'm sorry. All right, go chat. Here we go. Let's dudes.
What's the point of the tow behind spreaders?
We just haven't sold them yet.
Nice.
To be honest with you. Don't need mods to have fun. They just enhance. They do. Yeah, exactly. I would agree. I would definitely agree with that statement. For sure. For sure. But like even GPS, I would encourage people that are starting out to not use it. Play the game, learn the game, then you'll appreciate GPS a lot when you get it. Like, for sure, you definitely will then, you know? Because GPS really should be base game, but Okay, that is not. All right, chat, we are off to go spray up north that grass, the hay that we just cut, or grass technically. We're off to fertilize it. We're off. Down the stretch we go. The new autoload IT runner. I got you.
Remember when the IT runner was like the best thing ever in like 17?
Right.
When they released as a DLC?
Yeah.
Thing was awesome.
I don't have a disc drive, so I would have no way to play the game, to be honest. Yeah, GPS does need to be base game. I agree. Actually, guys, I've been saying this for a while. I think, you know, there is going to be a year 2 season pass. That is something that has been confirmed by Giants. But how cool would it be, and this is unconfirmed, this is just my, like, wishes here. How cool would it be if we got an egg leader DLC? I think they could totally do it. You know? You think you should catch some? Oh man, it sounds like you have a fever. Holy cow.
I am going to have to get out of here.
Alrighty, Sarge. Thanks for hanging out.
I gotta go do the evening, so talk to y'all later on.
Have fun. We'll catch you.
Oh yeah, and then there was 2.
How cool would it be if there was an egg leader? So egg leader is a company that makes like GPS systems, and they make some they make all kinds of different stuff, but GPS is their big thing. Egg leader. Yeah, egg leader. A lot of the farming YouTubers use them. Brian's farming videos, Cole the Carn Star. There, Carson just posted a link to there. Now, I'm not saying that this is, there's nothing official. This is just me, like, you know, wishing and hoping and praying. But, like, how cool would that be? Because Egg Leader, their thing is you can put it on anything. You could take a 4010 or a 4020 from way back in the day and put an Egg Leader system on there, you know? Their whole thing is, like, new tractors and old tractors and everything in between. You could put an Egg Leader system on to give you auto steer. I think it'd be super cool. What's up?
These things hold 840,000.
What's those?
One's full, 2's 100,000 away.
Oh wow!
And so 3 and 4 are about to be starting.
Nice. I'm just sitting over here like, man, Egg Leader would be a great partner for Farm Sim, you know?
Yeah.
And that's just my personal want and wish and hope. I have no inside information, so.
Because they have a lot though too, because they it all interconnects between like all your seasons too.
I very clearly said that this was a hope and a dream. I never said that it was happening. Delete your comment. I did not say that. A map on a second monitor? Yeah, that would be cool too, actually, yeah. Yeah.
I wish the screens in your vehicles were like accurate though too.
I know, right? That'd be nice. Yeah, I never actually said it though, guys. I said it would be cool. That's not saying that it's happening. I'm saying. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, good. I was like, don't get me in trouble. They already hate me, so. Wait, they don't hate me. They just don't know who I am. They don't know that I exist anymore. That's right, chat. My bad.
Dude, talk about a fall off of a career.
Wow. Why is that not loading like I want it to? I want an east-west line. Why is that loading a 45 line? Did I accidentally change our east-west line to a 45 earlier? I didn't save it though. How's that work? Carson, load an east-west line on your GPS real quick.
Yeah, let me run to a vehicle then.
The man, not much, dude. What's going on? How are you? Welcome in.
East-west?
Yeah. Is it actually like a 45?
Not 45.
It's
I
not?
think. I don't know. Hold on. I've got to open my map and see the degrees.
You'll know really fast if it's east-western.
It's a 45.
So I changed it earlier.
Nice.
That's unfortunate.
What's this other building here for?
Errand Boy just subscribed.
Oh, that is very unfortunate, chat. Thanks for the sub.
Do you know what this building's for?
Aaron Boy, welcome in. How's it going? Thanks for subbing up. Do appreciate it. What Carson? What building?
The one right next to the storage building up here. Flower machines. Is it another TMR thing?
Where are you?
Next to the cows.
Yeah, that's a TMR building, and we're gonna be getting rid of it because I wanted to automate it, and obviously there's not enough room here to automate it like I wanted. You know?
You could.
No.
You just make drive-through points.
Well, yeah, but that wouldn't work like I want.
Oh, like how you're doing it.
I want them
here.
to, so that when they're full, they get out of the way of the other guys. That makes sense?
Like what's going on back here.
Yeah. Good. The lights are going. Yeah.
Hey, we're down to 1.2 million though. Grass up here.
Nice. The lights are, they're still in need of a little bit of attention, but that's gonna happen tomorrow afternoon. I worked on them a little bit yesterday, but it got so cold and so windy. I was just like, I'm done. I came in the house and had to like defrost myself. So cold. But anyway, so tomorrow it's gonna be like almost 60, so I'll work on them tomorrow. I've probably everything that I have to do, maybe an hour worth of work. So it's not much. And really it's just like, you know, making things perfect at this point. Like things are definitely functional, but it's more about like making things perfect, you know? That's what needs to happen. So yeah, definitely, the man, definitely. Just too darn cold. Did you get those guys off auto drive, by the way, Carson?
Yep, they're parked.
Okay. I know they were gonna log up the system up there. All right.
The 1 and 2 are full, 3 and 4 are loading.
Okay.
And 5 has chaff in it from, what was it, the home?
My Christmas lights are not as bad as Chevy Chase and Christmas Vacation. No, they're not that bad. Just every time I go out there, there's like something else that's wrong. Like yesterday, I almost just said a bad term. I decided that one of the inflatables was dead, and Dad and I took it apart. We took the motor apart and stuff, and we just decided to retire that inflatable. We actually looked up on Amazon. You can buy the motor with the lights and stuff, but a whole new inflatable is about the same price. So it's like, why spend the money on this old inflatable it's getting thin, it's getting kind of worn out, you know, when I can just buy a brand new one that's like pretty cool. So I might have bought 2 inflatables yesterday, actually. So I'll have to put those up when they get here, which be about a week or so, I guess, on the one. But it's all good.
I've lost a truck.
For some reason, I had like mini lights, and there was just a missing socket. Like one socket just disappeared. So I had to like patch in some wire and like, you know, connect all that up yesterday. Got that fixed up on the snowmen, and then the snowmen over at Casey's. There's some C7s that need new sockets, and I'll work on that tomorrow. I think there's maybe like 6 or 7 of those I have to do, which is not that many. And then I have to put lights on the mailbox still, and then I'm done, I think. Well, I do have a tree that I never put out because has deadlights, and there's a deer that needs work too. We'll see if I get to those or not tomorrow. So probably about actually 2 to 2.5 hours worth of work. But then I'm done.
That is.
At least I hope. At least I hope. Why am I fertilizing the oats? Do they need fertilizer? Surely those oats don't need fertilizer, right? At least I hope not. So
It
how
says good and perfect on it.
Yeah.
Nitrogen's perfect. 95, 100.
Okay. I'm not worried about it.
105,
Oh,
140.
would have been a visual. This is some really good dirt up here. I'd actually like to grow corn on this entire thing once.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, 32 is already corn, so that's going to be a harvest when we get to that chat.
Dude,
But
where's this guy going?
32 is set up for an auger wagon on auto drive, so we'll be good. We'll be just fine.
I feel like one of the roads up here isn't actually mapped in.
Which one?
So where the big like crosses in that field and it connects into the main like interstate kind of, I guess you would say. The freeway?
Yeah.
Is there no off ramp to get onto that other little road?
No, there's not. There's no off ramp in the no.
But there's an on ramp.
Yes. So if they go get on the interstate here, they're at the Homestead exit in like a matter of minute, like seconds almost. As they crank up their speed to full speed and they go get off at the Homestead there. Which actually, if we're running trucks when we like harvest this field, we need to be using that one there. Or yeah, it runs really fast to the Homestead. Let's just put it that way.
Is what I was thinking is like, why aren't these guys using this back road and then cutting in through the BGA? Because like, it's a lot longer drive to go up and around and snake through all up there, right?
Where are they going?
The trucks running...
you're talking about like come down to the highway and
Yeah.
then jump. Yeah, no, because that's not. There's no ramp there.
That's dumb.
Yeah, I mean we could probably make it work.
Paint one.
We could probably make a road.
Yeah.
Own all that land there, and now we don't own that land.
Because I'm just thinking, would it not be...
It would be more efficient to go the way you're talking, yeah.
Or even like, so do you see where I'm at on the map?
Hang on 1 second, let me turn around.
I'm down by the restaurant right there, bowling restaurant.
Yeah.
Even like right, well I guess...
If there was an interchange on that road to the highway, it would be awesome.
Because the highway goes over this road.
Yeah.
It's bridged over.
Yep.
If you were to make one there, that'd be better because this other road's got a lot of curve on it too.
Yeah.
And then it has to...
Oh, when I ran all that silage up here,
yeah,
like the first time, and all the hay and grass and straw and everything, there was like almost 20 million liters total I ran up here, right?
Oh, I wouldn't actually take off of this road right here.
Bro, I went and flipped roads and because I was trying to get the trucks to work in like a circle, right? Oh man, I spent hours like, this isn't working. Go and delete a waypoint, make them go a different way.
Yeah, I'm looking down here. I would go from the other road actually.
Yeah.
Because we'd have to mulch and forest out a whole bunch to open it up.
At one time, I actually had them going all the way over to field 46 and then going north and coming across that road north of 51. And it worked. It's just, man, it took forever.
At that point, you may as well just run one truck.
I actually got to the point where I was just running. Actually, at that point, we still had those hopper bottoms.
Oh.
So I would run one big truck and then both of those. Because they filled so fast that they would stay right behind the big truck. Because the big truck took so long to fill and empty. Do what?
We bought 29. Plot 20. Oh my goodness.
Plot 29, we could make it work.
Plot 29 would work.
Yeah.
It'd just be, you'd have to buy plot 30 to make them come back the other way.
Oh,
actually, you know what?
Like
I wouldn't do that. Because what you could do, that would be how you would make your circle.
What if you just make them come down and go up the off ramp? backwards.
You could do that too. But what I'm saying though is like if you buy the 29 plot there.
Yeah.
On and then probably make another cutover.
Oh yeah.
That would make your circle.
It would, yeah. Yeah.
Because the other way you'd have to buy that entire big plot.
That's true.
Plot 30, which is 33.2.
It's all good. There shouldn't be as much running. I mean, the silage, yes, is going to continue to be, you know, a thing.
I'm just saying for like, I guess we don't have a bin over at that parking area.
Not that we use for that stuff, yeah.
It'd just be for running silage.
Yeah. But silage is one of those things where you kind of just put a truck on it and let it eat.
Yeah.
We're
You
in
have
here.
to landscape this hill down and everything too.
Yeah, we're in here enough
Cut
doing
trees out.
field
landscape.
work that there's plenty of time, you know.
Yeah, you set it and you walk away.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
now that
you
it's
just-
cold out, I don't mind like leaving the game running. I got to get my hours up, you know.
Yeah. I crossed 600 today because of it.
Did you?
I did. Well, actually, when I looked before we started playing today, like before you started stream,
1900. Uh-huh.
I was at 550. No,
And have more
what was
than
I
that.
at? Forgot what I was at.
All right, good talk. All right, the
Ooh, there's a
grass
hole
field
there.
has been fertilized, chat. I like the moors all lined up. They look good. Looking good. Very nice. I turn around because when you get out of this thing, you get out to the left side. Screen right now, and I don't want to get out into a wall. Mr. Matt, what's up? How you doing?
This hill up here is crazy.
Guys, it's the Grain Arcade. I know him. How's it going, Matt? Welcome in. Chat, I think it is time to fast time one day and start planting that canola, right? Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna set a guy up on auto drive before we fast.
it's time. Fast time one day. And then we're going to be a seeding, chat. He's a good follow. Yep. Yeah. If you guys haven't, go follow Mr. Matt. Grain Arcade. He's a good guy. Been dealing with some internet issues, I know, lately, but Matt's a nice guy. Go give him a follow. Chat, what do we think? Blue or green? The red one's not here. Or red. Yeah. Blue. Red, blue, or green? What tractor should we drive today? There you go. Red, blue, or green, chat? Home from work. Red, blue, or green, chat? Well, Carson's probably going to take the red. So blue or green, chat? That's the real question. Blue or green? I don't care. I don't have... Purple's not an option, Vigorous Bull, okay? Purple is not an option, all right? Gosh. All right, green it is. At John Deere Green. I don't know the words of that song. Clearly, in case you can't tell. We sure got a lot of John Deere seeders out over these parts. Carson, need these other ones here. What here, man? I'll tell you what.
Which
right
ones?
There. Need these drills right here.
Okay.
We're planting canola.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At John Deere Green. Oh man, I'm a John Deere fanboy right now. Chat, look at all this green. Oh,
I'm in the Christmas spirit over here, so heck with you, dude.
Heck what you, dude. All right, fair play. I'm just not getting any frames right now.
Dude, my game is
It's so laggy over here with all these seeders. Green. It's green.
What fields are we planting in this?
Everything around the homestead. I'm
Oh.
way too close. Oh boy. chat.
I'll be going to field 10.
Hey, have fun.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Not obnoxious at all, chat. Okay, don't let anybody tell you I am. What? I've been working out, chat.
You mean you
12-ounce curls.
steroids?
12-ounce curls, Carson. Come on, brother.
Brother.
Come on, brother.
I pressed X to unfold my game, about just crashed.
Who put that? Oh yeah, brother. Oh wait, that's full. Okay. All right, now we gotta turn around to fill up our tank. Hey, Matt, I heard you talking about these sceners and like being a pain to pull. I don't know if you've seen our method for pulling these things up north in the hills. Have you? All right, so we might have to show them. We don't need it for the fields we're going to, but like we might have to fire it up and show Matt. It works great. We can maintain, I think the slowest speed we go is like 8. Even up north in the hills. So yeah. And it's not a big bud tractor. It just requires a friend. I don't have any, so kind of hard to do. But that's okay. At John Deere. Yo, this rig must be like $10 million. Look at all that green paint. Man, so much money. Oh yeah, it's great. Just saying. And it only involves one mod from the mod hub. Chat, if you know, you know. All right, so Carson, we planting everything on a 45?
North-south.
North-south?
I'm running a north-south in this
No,
field.
I'm going to run the north-south and then, like, probably rotate to the east-west. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do see we are flying through the fertilizer, though.
Do what?
Flying through fertilizer.
That's why I've got the card on the back of mine, buddy.
I do, too.
Oh, okay. The deer logo ruins it. Oh, goodness. Blindness me, chat. All right, so I broke the north-south GPS, apparently.
East-west.
That one. Go. Rotate. All right. To respond, I'm assuming that person's still here. The person that just DM'd me on Discord, yes. We sure do. We sure do. What? Hey, you know what, chat? It helps if
Change your plant type.
helps if I... Hey, chat, that's better. Oh, goodness me. Oh, my goodness, chat. So, people want to join us. I'm in our TeamSpeak. That is by far the best way, the fastest way, the easiest way. I'm in our TeamSpeak when I'm not streaming, especially. I'm hang out with the crew, and we'll get you on the server. How it goes. You know, if you fit in, you know, don't come in and try to run the show because, oh man, that annoys.
Hey, we know who runs the show here.
Obviously,
when I'm not
it's
here,
you.
it's a train wreck. But
Obviously, maybe it's their HR department.
Don't fight me.
Maybe it's HR.
Dude, HR is a pain in the.
Sometimes. Actually, Carson, I've been meaning to talk to you about this.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that try to join TeamSpeak and can't like figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure there's a YouTube video out there somewhere, right?
Yeah, you want me to make a YouTube video on how to join?
I would.
TeamSpeak?
Can you make one with Brian as the voice? And like,
I know there's a video in Discord on how to join it on phone.
kind of be like a smart butt the whole time, you know, make it funny. And then we could have like a TS help command.
Yeah.
Can we make this happen?
Can.
All right, appreciate it. Dang, he might be getting a Christmas gift chat. What do you want this year? Last year, chat, I bought Carson a Christmas present last year because, you know, I'm a nice boss. And he literally just sent me a link. Carson literally sent me a link and he's like, this is what I want. And I bought it for him. Still not sure why.
It's had its fair share of good memories though.
It has.
Especially
Jacob?
not that long ago either. Remember that night a couple weeks, like a month ago now?
Yeah.
Yes.
We get a mod that replaces the corn ear texture with a can of Mountain Dew.
What? No?
Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. I would have to talk to Plugger on that one.
Hey, did you see my whisper?
Yes.
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 Yes. Is that the answer?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Figured.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
No.
Wait, what?
What is that?
It's a turkey with a dude's face on it. I don't know why, but it is.
I wish I would have thought of that.
That's a Twitch like. Oh my God, Carson, we could have had a pie face turkey emote. My God, Carson. There's still time.
It's just called getting ready for next year.
Some people eat turkeys at Christmas.
True.
It can still be festive.
Put a Santa hat on it.
Yeah. Oh. Elvis there. What's up? How you doing? Oh, I'm here for it.
I think tonight, when I get back from, depending on how tired I am.
Soybean equals money. Yes, we finally were able to sell the beans today, and we made 17 million. We made 20 million today. Like IRL today. Yesterday in game. 20 mil chat.
You know what we should do?
What?
You know what I'm probably gonna do?
What?
I think I'm gonna rename and rework the TeamSpeak command to make it, you know, not as confusing. First off,
We should probably up that age too a little.
up the age and up the
I'm
update
thinking
the
like
password.
I'm thinking like 30.
Okay. I'm here for it.
But you couldn't join. Yeah, you're still here for it.
Exactly. I don't care.
Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going?
But like update it, like update the password, because you said you wanted to do that kind of.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, I don't care. I don't know that I remember how, but it could be done.
You really think you were gonna do?
Yeah, I didn't set this TeamSpeak up. You did. Right?
No.
Was this set up before your time?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't set it up. Oh, gosh.
I mean, like just rework it all. Just
Yeah.
like,
Give you something to do over Christmas vacation, right?
yeah, basically.
Christmas vacation. Dude, I want to watch that movie.
M-Dog's never seen the entire thing.
Divorce her right now.
I've watched it
Wait.
twice in the last month.
Wait,
okay?
you're not married.
No, not at all. But I've watched it twice in the last month, both with her. But
Wow.
she usually falls asleep halfway through it.
Oh, happens. Merry Christmas. Can't say the rest of that line. Christmas vacations, John. Although we talked about Wayne's World the other day, and I really want to watch those too.
Why don't we do a movie night in Discord with it?
We always talk about that, and we never do.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Like, are you just supposed to sit in Discord and like just not say anything, or like because you don't want to talk?
Exactly.
It's like a bunch of people just sitting around being awkward, or what? Like
it's like when you walk into a family gathering and you don't like necessarily remember everyone, and you just kind of like, I'm here.
Like, hey, I don't know who you are, but how's it going?
Because like, what do? You join because if you talk, you can't hear the movie.
Yeah, no, that's just kind of rude. So.
And then you just sit there and you're just awkward, not interacting with anyone. Like, what do? Have a text chat going? Like have a, not like in the general or anything to clutter it up, but like make like a movies text chat.
I don't know how that works. And we're definitely
Dude,
not having our
Don,
webcams on because y'all just see me like over here like with drooling, you know. Like,
dude, idea. We could sell tickets to a movie, and we put it behind a paywall.
Carson,
like
that
a
sounds
$5.
illegal. That sounds
You have to
illegal.
pay. You pay, you get the role to see the channel and the text channel.
That sounds so illegal.
I know. But you know there's people out there that do it.
Probably. I'm not. No, no. Like the MPA is gonna come get me or something.
Right?
Yo, Steve. Intern Steve. It's a joke. Carson's just joking. Yeah, intern Steve from the FBI that's listening right now. Hi, Steve. How's it going, man? How's the wife and kids?
He's got a wife and kids now?
Yeah, Steve's a busy guy.
Okay.
Or something. I don't know. That's what they call him on that podcast that over the summer I listened to a whole bunch. What's it called? Oh God, what's it called? I can't think of the name of the podcast now. Why can't I think? I'm gonna have to look it up on Spotify. Oh, Stuff They Don't Want You to Know. That's the podcast. Sorry. Man, I totally blanked on that. When I was mowing grass this summer, that's what I listened to like every time mowing. And they always refer to the intern as Steve from the FBI or whatever. Oh. They actually had a story where somebody met their intern Steve because this lady was communicating with her husband who was on a boat for like the U.S. military. And like he wasn't supposed to be communicating from the boat because it was kind of like secret stuff.
Yeah.
And so like she ended up going somewhere, like they went somewhere on vacation or something. And like this dude was very intoxicated, was just like, hey, I know you. And she's like, how? And then just proceeded to like list off every email that she sent in the past like 6 months.
Oh.
Because he was her intern Steve and he was basically spying on her to figure out like, is she a threat to the United States and stuff?
Huh.
Like it was a whole thing. It was an awesome story. To be honest. Wait, Vigorous Ball, what did you just send me? What is that? Oh my God, that's a pallet of Mountain Dew and Farm Sim. It's a Pepsi factory. Guys, he found a Pepsi factory. What do you just take? What do you take there? High fructose corn syrup? We just take corn there and it makes Mountain Dew? How's that work?
Basically.
Right, I've decided I need more room on this end of this field. It's a little tight down here, you know?
So have you heard the theory about the that I got some new like stickers for my computer case about the Space Center?
Big sticker guy, yeah.
By the way, look at Discord and the Space Channel.
Oh, hey Trent. By the way, is that that's Customs Combine, right?
Space. You said it earlier. It's like GHG.
Oh, GHG. Oh my God, Trent got his ugly sweater.
But
nice, Trent.
Oh.
JHHG. That's easy to say.
Yeah. But
nice on the sweater. Right.
I got some more stickers in a sticker pack, like a schematic sticker pack.
Oh yeah.
From the Space Center store there, and the Artemis logo.
Nice.
And hold on.
We got to put an emote on this one. Should I put the hard eyes? Or should I put Elon with a white claw? He's getting an Elon with a white claw.
But I was like, because I have it on the side of the computer case where it's just like a white panel.
Oh wow.
And I was like, I'm about to run out of room, and then I just go, oh, I got a new idea. I just need another computer case. What do you do if you have another computer case? You just put another computer in it.
Apparently to make this Mountain Dew, it takes water, sugar, oranges, and lemons. And it outputs, there's Pepsi, Mountain Dew, 7-Up. From that factory. Okay. Interesting, bro. I'm here for it. Should we get that on the I don't know if, does it come with like a greenhouse to grow? How do you grow that stuff? I don't even know. Tango Goat, we do not have a mod list anywhere, no. And we do not post our like all of our mods publicly or anything either. Some of our mods have been modified by people in the community, and mod authors really get grumpy when you like repost their mods that you've modded, you know? Yeah. Easier to grow Mountain Dew and pick it with corn. You know, actually, Bilbosaurus Rex, I'm sure that's possible. I mean, everything technically is possible, right? As far as modding goes. It's possible. It's just a matter of finding somebody that would be wanting or willing to take that project on to actually make that happen. You know? Like I was watching Papa Smurf the other day, and somebody was asking him about different mods, and he's like, yeah, it's possible, but like, I'm not taking on new projects right now. Like, I got enough on my plate. Mary, I see that. I see that. Awesome. So I thought that was kind of funny. So the Cedar is available in the mod hub. This one is an updated one that's not in the mod hub yet, but it's basically the Cedar. It's in the mod hub. The tank, I will tell you, is from some sketchy website that Trent got it from. The white tank. But yeah, the actual Cedar is from the mod hub, and then that's an in-game tractor. Yeah. Some of our mods, like the tank and stuff, if Trent's around, I get a lot of my mods from Trent, I'm gonna be honest. If he's around, like actually at his computer and stuff, he'll give links, but some of our stuff we don't. There it is right there. Trent must be around his computer, chat. There's the link for the tank I'm pulling. I will warn you, it makes cedars tend to grow legs and start walking. So, but that's okay. Thank you, Trent, for the link. But yeah, in-game mod hub for the cedar, and then that tank right there that Trent sent a link for. That is the yeah. This is the 9RX, yeah. Yep, this is the in-game one. $96.20 RX. Oh, it has no sell point. Oh, that's no fun. That's no fun if you can't. So, like, I mean, we can just like pile it up and then drink it, right? Goodness. Goodness me. Let the bush come out. I'd like to check it out at least, yeah, at some point. Don't worry about it now, of course, but yeah. Bush. A cool looking wrap on the combine, if nothing else, you know. Turn. Trent just sent me it in TeamSpeak chat. Nice, Trent, nice. This was in the Borgo DLC for 19. You betcha. Yeah, because the Borgo, when they came out with the Borgo, or Borgot, or however you're supposed to say it, Borgo, when they came out with that DLC, there really wasn't a tractor in the game. I mean, I guess we had the quad track in 19 that would pull that cedar, but beyond that, that was your only option. So they came out with this tractor. Yep. You betcha. I know, right, Vigorous Bull? Dude, those mod time videos, people don't realize how much work went into those. Sometimes, some days I would download like literally 30 mods and make a video on one. Because you're just like, oh, that's kind of cool, or oh, that's kind of different. Let's try that out. And then it's just a hot piece of garbage, you know? All right, Trent. And like the mod was just a piece of garbage. And it's like, well, never mind. Yeah. Gaming Scooter will catch you. He's very excited about being right back. It's okay. What was my favorite map in Farms of 19? Farms of Madison County's got to be right up there at the top of the list. I don't know that I can pick one. Farms of Madison County, Griffin, Indiana, and... oh, there's probably another one I played a lot on, right? Lone Oak was good. I wouldn't say it's in my top, like, 3. Lone Oak's definitely in the top 10, though. There's got to be a Stevie map in there somewhere, probably. Just insert random Stevie map of Farm Sim 19, you know, for number 3. But Farms of Madison County was so good. So good. Oh, Spectacle Island was actually really cool, too. That would be top 5, I would say, Spectacle Island. That was an awesome, awesome, awesome map. That was a really fun map. Yeah. There is a Griffin. Yeah, it's the same Griffin. Actually, it's the one that I started a Let's Play on and then kind of forgot to record more. I'll get back to that hopefully next week, by the way. Hopefully, chat. Playing on Felsburn. Nice. Yeah, Griffin's an awesome map. I like the realistic maps, you know? Farms in Madison County. Super realistic. Yeah, the finished Madison County. Exactly, Matt. Although I know for sure I had more hours in the unfinished one, but yeah, the finished Madison County was amazing. Griffin, Indiana is so realistic. I mean, to the point where you can go on like Google Street View and be like, hey, there's a car there. In Farm Sim, there's a car there, you know, like in somebody's yard or driveway. Like the detail of that map is absolutely incredible. Super, super cool. Not gonna lie. Over 500 hours. Nice. Very nice. You live about an hour away from Madison County? I do too. Actually, I live less than an hour away. I've never been there. I've always kind of wanted to go and just like check it out. Like just drive over there and like just kind of, you know. I live in near St. Louis, so I don't live too far away from it myself. How do you get the map? Which map? Map we're on right now? Or which one? Time is it, chat? 4:15. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go see how windy it is, Kirby.
All right. There is a link right there in chat, guys, for this map that we're playing right now. That takes you to Stevie's Google Drive. Play the map so much, feel like, yeah, pretty much. Actually, one of the first things I did in Microsoft Flight Sim was go and find the Farms of Madison County. I should do that with Griffin, Indiana, too. But I did that with Farms of Madison County. I was like, oh, there's the train track. Oh, there's the squiggly road. Got it. Yeah. Very... oh, nice, Vigorspol. You know, I'd be down to test and play if you, when you get to that point, you know. I'll show it off, bro. The farms... okay, so I don't know if Madison County's on 22 yet. How can you get GPS? If you are on PC, the GPS mod is in the mod hub. It's called Guidance Steering. And it is available for PC only, because it is a custom script. All right, he's almost done with 10. Sweet. Making progress. We have 2 more fields to go, chat. And then we'll be done with this process. We do have to roll all this, which we could get a Yeah. What's going on? Welcome in, welcome in. Things are going great. It has been a great day. Yes. Play chat. We didn't know it was an organ until Matt said that. Nice. The Matt guy, he is very knowledgeable, isn't he? Very, very knowledgeable, chat. Oh, you're still on 19, been slacking? I think... Oh, man, where would you get Madison County for 19? I'm not even sure where to, like, go get that from. Appreciate the follow, welcome in. But as far as actually... I don't even know. It's probably on, like, a Facebook somewhere. Matt might know, if Matt's listening. Oh, you're working 10 minutes from... Nice. Bro, you want to pick me up a Casey's Pizza and bring it over? You can see the Christmas lights when you're here. How's it going, Hoyt? What's up, man? How you been, buddy? How have you been? Holy cow. Where to get Madison County for 19, Matt? That would have been on like a Facebook or something, probably, right? Or one of the sketchy sites. Probably on the sketchy sites, as I call them. If I had to guess. But I don't know. Looking for older tractors, I got you. I will tell you guys, I don't actually recommend any of those like third-party mod websites. I don't like them, so I don't recommend any of them. More power to you guys if you want to use them. That's up to you. But I am not a fan. In fact, whenever like Trent wants me to download something that's from one of those sites, most of the time I make him download it and put it on the Google Drive, and then I'll download it. That's usually what I do. Like, tell you what, just put it in a Google Drive, okay? You just go ahead and get the virus first, and then let me, you know, yeah. Vigorous Bowl, I don't use any of them, so I don't know. I don't recommend any of them, so. Oh, pump the brakes. If you're playing on console, you cannot play the Farms of Madison County because it is a 4X map. Matt, you're good then. Never mind. Yeah, Farms of Madison County is a 4X map. Based out of Madison County, Illinois. Which is like a hop, skip, and a 30-minute car ride that way. From me right now. Oh, goodness. I just use the in-game mod hub. It's on the main screen. It's called downloadable content. And when you open it up, it says mod hub. There's plenty of mods in there, honestly. Plenty of mods. Don't get me wrong. There's some cool stuff like this cart or this tank that's not on the mod hub, but or technically this map. You know, I would say if you went to some of the Facebook groups, you know, the Stevie, custom. There's a bunch of those that are like safe, you know. I just honestly either I get my mods from the mod hub or I get them from usually Trent or sometimes Matt. But a lot of times I get stuff from Trent. So Trent's like, hey, this is a cool mod, check it out. I'll be like, all right, bet, send it to me. You know, I don't really go out and look for mods, to be honest. Or Vigorous Bull sends me a bunch of random stuff too. Most of the stuff from Vigorous Bull, though, I actually don't download. I'm not going to lie. Sorry, Vigorous Bull. All right. Yeah, that's it, Vigorous Bull. He just sent me the, Google image of, the Farms of Madison County. Like, from IRL. IRL. So, yeah. I think so, Matt, but he's on console, so you know. Don't worry about it. He's on console. Can't play it anyway. But yeah. All right, so chat, this field, this is what, 18? This field had stones. And so Left actually got a cultivator out here yesterday, cultivated it. Then he rolled it to get rid of the stones. The problem is we don't work dirt a lot. So we couldn't get rid of the stones unless you work the dirt, obviously, so. Could have used a rock picker, but ain't nobody got time for that. Just saying. Ain't nobody got time for that, chat. So yeah. Actually, Jacob sent me a combine I need to get on the server as well. Oh, that's not Madison County. That's the location near Star. It looked like that. It looked pretty close to Madison County there, Vigorspol. Not gonna lie. I got you, man. It's all good, bro. Looked pretty close. Open that back up. Hold on. It does look pretty close, actually. Oh, man. What made you pick this place, Vigorspol? What made you pick that? How did you come across that? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yep. Yeah, I just get nervous about those third-party websites. I really do. In 19 or 17, I used them constantly. There was one I used all the time. That site's been shut down. There was a big thing about, like, people taking mods from, like, a Facebook and then, like, posting them on third-party sites, which I guess still happens. And mod authors got grumpy, and I had some mod authors reach out to me, like, through, like, YouTube comments, and they're like, how dare you give that link and not my link? And I'm like, bro, I found it on this website. I'm just providing a link to where I found it, you know? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, chill. There was actually one night, I remember this very specifically. It was like a Sunday night. And this mod author left this nasty comment on my YouTube, and I came in TeamSpeak and I told the boys. And then for like the next 2 hours, like the boys in TeamSpeak and this mod dude were just going at each other in the YouTube comments. It was kind of funny. Yeah, Flatten has rail connection. I got you. Interesting, Vigorous Bull. Very interesting. But yeah, it was hilarious. And then the dude ended up deleting his comment after like several hours of yelling back and forth through text. And all of us in TeamSpeak were just laughing. It was really funny. I remember exactly what piece of equipment it was too, but I'm not going to tell y'all. I don't want anybody to go like, you know, figure out who it was and yell at him or anything. It was really funny though. And his whole thing was like, he was just mad that I didn't use his Facebook link or something. Like, well, I'm not the one that stole the mod. I was just, you know, reposting what I found. That's all. That is all. Run all your mods through a virus scanner. It's not a bad idea. Honestly.
Google Drive does a virus scan when you download through it.
Yeah. I don't know what those sites are. Yeah, here's the whole thing, chat. Just be careful what you're clicking on, you know? It doesn't matter where you're downloading from. Just be careful what you're clicking on. Because, yeah. Some of those websites, it says, you know, a big thing, it says download, and that's not actually how you download. That takes you, it's a link, it's an ad for some other sketchy website, you know? Next thing you know, you're like 3 websites in, and you're just like, wait, where's my mod at, though?
Half the time, just by clicking on that, you do it.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you got to be careful about that stuff. I just prefer to not mess with it, you know?
I just prefer having other people use their own computers.
Exactly, like Trent. Like Trent, just download all the mods and Google Drive them to me. And especially now that he has, like, decent internet, it's not a big deal.
Right.
Just saying. What's a decent map you can get from the mod hub for 19? Farms, no, not that one. Griffin, Indiana. Griffin, Indiana is a fantastic map if you've never played it. Awesome map. Check it out. For sure. Definitely check it out. That's why I don't click on any links and then he posts a link. Booster.
He probably meant to put don't know.
See what you did there.
You don't know. But he might have put a dot in.
Oh, okay. I was like, he posted a link in the middle of his comment. I see what you did there. Sly. All good, Gooser. All good, bro. How you doing, by the way? Not actually a link. Okay. All good, bro. No worries. No worries. Fingers pull. Fingers pull. Send me a DM. I just need to know, like, really, how'd you find that location? I can't tell you why I'm asking. I just need to know why. Or how. How you came across that. Just saying. Yo, DJ, fair play. How you doing, by the way, man? Welcome in. How are you? How's it going, bro? But yeah, I'm a little weirded out by Vigorous Bull. How did you find that?
What is it?
No, I can't go into it. Can't go into it. All right. All right, all right, all right. Gotta wake up at 6 since 11:30. Well, have a great night. We'll catch you later. Hey. DJ, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Yeah, that is a downside though, for sure. Gotcha, Vigorous Bull. Okay. Gotcha, Vigorous Bull. Okay. Understood. Understood. Oh, goodness me. But yeah, DJ doing great. It's been a fantastic day of farming, as always. And we made a lot of money today, so I'm really happy about that. And now we're just seeding down a little canola. We've got Carson up here working around the homestead field, and got a roller out here rolling. Be up yonder eventually planting that field, and then we'll be done planting. So just a couple fields today. 5 of our smaller fields. Yes, this is a smaller field. This is the big of our small fields, the big one. But yeah, gonna have to go with some fertilizer eventually. Well, I do have the fertilizer on the actual seed cart too. So it'll be okay for a little bit, but definitely will need more eventually. Definitely will need more. But that's all right. We have purchased the animals that moo. I can't say it. The animals that moo, we have purchased those today. That's good. You found Griffin and Spectacle. Best of those two. Oh man. Probably Griffin. Yeah, we're gonna say Griffin. No, they're dairy. They're dairy mooers. Oh goodness. But yeah, we've purchased the animals today. We have 800 in each barn. Obviously we do need to get some more straw hauled. But that is okay. We will get to that eventually. Probably gonna work on automating that at some point over the weekend, probably. And we'll be good. But right now, it's all about just making TMR, you know? Yep, the dairy movers. Because, like, TMR, that's 3.7 million, chat. That's so much. That's so much. Just saying. Vigorous Bull, to answer your DM, yeah, you should, actually. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Can't say anything, you know? For the record, some of those rocks did not get rolled in. We may have to plow this field up and get a rock picker out here at some point. There's a few stones. There's not many, though. Of course, we play with our stones turned off, but they're on from... or they're in the field from when we started. As stones, especially on a 4X map, without a modded stone picker, that would be rough. I don't think I would like that, actually, at all. Although you could automate it, so when it got full, it would drive and empty and sell them. Or drive to like one of those lime production sites, you know, and then come back and keep working in the field. That would actually be kind of cool. So I'm all about the automation, in case y'all can't tell. Just saying. Why I need to play Automation Empire again one of these days, right? That is why. One of these days. Thanks, Figures Bull. Yep. Pretty darn close, not gonna lie. Oh, man. Kind of funny, actually, not gonna lie. Rather amusing. You don't have to change it, though. It is what it is. Sorry, Chad. I'm having a one-sided conversation over here. My bad. To the DMs from Vigorous Bull. Kind of funny, though, if you ask me. Oh. Right. All right. Back and forth, chat. So the question is, chat, how many pigs should we go for on this map? I don't think we have the Stevie modded pig barn. Pig shed, pig whatever. Been lurking, DJ. Well, I appreciate you lurking. I guess it's good to be busy with work, right? It's not a bad thing, right? So we have Stevie's that holds 360. I feel like that's going to be a lot of pigs. I don't know. By the way, they'll eat like carrots and all kinds of stuff. I mean, they are pigs. They pretty much eat everything, so that's okay though. We'll figure that out in due time. Okay, can I tell this guy? I gotta get in him to tell him what I want him to do. Okay, watch this, chat. We're gonna get this dude. We're gonna cancel that. We're going to drive out of the field. Change this to field 10. Okay, because that's where we want this guy to go next. Field 10. Hey, what's going on? Welcome in. How are you? And we're gonna say we would like you to go to field 10, please and thank you. Everything else is set up correctly. Then we're gonna hit the course play button in auto drive. We can close close course play, and then tell him to go, and he's gonna go to that field and do work. That's what he's gonna do. That is what he's going to do. He'll go there and roll that field for us. As well. All of our other fields have been rolled. All right, so this, like I said, guys, we're almost done with our canola. We got this field and one more, really. Carson and I should both be in that field. We'll get that field done in like 3 seconds. 20 minutes, probably, actually. That's okay. And then next on the agenda would probably be... It'll be chaffing season will technically start tomorrow. Although we could just let it ripen out. Usually we let it ripen. So 2 days chaffing. You tried to use Courseplay last night and it crashed your game before the map even loaded. Oh no. Huh. That's unfortunate. That was a bad turn, John. To learn how to turn chat, jeez. Come on, Bessie. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm sorry it crashed your game. We haven't had any, been running great for us. Between Courseplay and auto drive, it's like a total game changer, you know? Totally a game changer. Absolutely love it. Wonder if there's a conflict with another mod? Probably. Usually you don't just like get a bunch of game crashes and weird stuff going on for no reason, you know? Usually there's a mod issue, yeah. I think we have, I want to say 108 on here. I'm pretty sure. Something like that. But yeah, not too bad. Not too many, but a good number. Not like somebody that I know that streams that has like 1,800 on their map. Literally, it's six wheeling. He has like 1,800 mods. I don't know how you keep that straight. Honestly, I don't know how you run that many mods. That would just hurt my brain. Just saying. Really, once you start getting over 100, it's like, oh, this is too many. I don't know about this. That's okay. All right, buddy made it to 10. Thank you. By the way, my tractor just beeped at me saying that he's getting low on fertilizer in my tank, which is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Feels like he can't possibly use that many. I know. I don't know how he does it. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Welcome. The farm is coming along great. We sold all of our soybeans today. We've sold all of our soybeans today, and we bought some animals. $1,800 mods is the gameplay itself. Oh, probably could, yeah. Well, okay, so the modded crops on this map would be yellow, green grapes, whatever the grapes are. The grapes, I don't know what color they are, but grapes, I'm not gonna grow grapes. And then there's like carrots, onions, pumpkins. That stuff's in a greenhouse, so we haven't done any of that now. I don't know, we'll have to ask him next time he's around, or you guys can go to Six Wheel and stream and ask him sometime. I don't know how he does it, honestly. Yeah. It's a 49 gig update. Holy cow. What was I gonna say? This is not the latest version of the map, by the way, Fillable Source Tracks. Yeah. Yeah. So we did not update our map because we were so far into everything we had going and like customizing auto drive and like just everything. I mean, I know we can move the auto drive config, but I didn't feel like setting the map up again. Basically, does that make sense? So we just didn't change when that update came out for hops and stuff. Now, I've heard for like Ringwood that there's all kinds of multi-fruit on there now. Like grow onions and carrots and stuff in a field. So Ringwood will... I could definitely see going and playing Ringwood, you know? Like that might have to be the replacement map. We're nowhere near a replacement map. But when it comes that time, you know what I'm saying, chat? Because anything Stevie, I'm all about, you know? And Ringwood's a great map. It's actually the last map that we played in 19 was Ringwood. So I could definitely see playing it again. So yeah. Hops are the new beans if we update. There's good money in hops. Is that what you're saying? That's awesome. After 20 mods on console, you get lost looking for things. Yeah. Can definitely happen. You betcha. You betcha. It's funny though. Vegas Bull, you don't have to change it if you don't want to, bro. But yes, that second location would be a lot better. For me personally, it would be better, yes. But yeah. Yeah, we have, I think it's 100 and something mods. It's right at 100. Couple extra, but yeah, I mean, we have stuff on here we never use, you know? So that's just, it's a lot of mods, but hey, somebody wants to run that many mods, more power to them, you know?